Morning San Antonio starts right now.
This morning, police are searching for several suspects connected to a stabbing that sent one victim to the hospital. It happened on the city's south side. I'll tell you what police say happened and the condition of the victim just ahead here on GMSA.
Billionaire Richard Branson is set for a historic launch into space. The details of what we can expect for today's flight.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City, 75 degrees to start your Sunday morning. Saw some showers in and around the Alamo City yesterday. What can we expect today? We're going to check with Sarah Spivey in just a moment. Until then, good morning. It is 6 o'clock this Sunday, July 11th, and welcome back,
Thank you.
Sarah Costa.
I am so happy to be home. I went on a road trip for 2 weeks. I drove to New York City. It was pretty wild, but I'm home, and I'm glad to be home. And Sarah, I was watching from afar. I was like, what is going on in South Texas?
You missed a ton of rain, Sarah. And in fact, you know, we've got some really surprising facts about how this month of July will go down in the record books. Wow. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. First thing to know, though, is we are going to get an opportunity to dry out today. Yesterday, we had scattered showers and even a few storms in the area. Today, our chance for rain is only 10 to 20%. Outside right now, 75 degrees. It's cloudy, and we are seeing some areas of fog. Visibility is down to 5 miles in Uvalde, down to 6 in Rock Springs, down to 7 in Gonzales, and down to 3 in Carrizo Springs. But the biggest thing is it is humid and it is warm out there this morning. 76 in Hondo, 77 in New Braunfels, 79 in Del Rio, and 73 in Carrizo Springs. So looking ahead to the rest of the day today, we're going to see a pretty nice and summery day. It is going to be humid, though, and of course those mosquitoes are going to be out there because of all of the high humidity and rain we've seen. 83 at noon and 90 at 5. A 20% chance for an isolated shower, pop-up storm. But again, most of us are going to not see rain today, which is the first day in 8 days that we've not seen rain around the Alamo City. I'll be back with a look ahead, and we have to talk about Saharan Dust, which is going to be making its return starting today through this week. Max?
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, police searching for 3 men connected to an aggravated assault at an apartment complex on the city's south side.
Police were called out for a cutting to the 500 block of Hot Wells Boulevard just after 4 this morning. Our Alicia Barrera is live downtown with more information from police. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning. Well, right now, police are working to identify those suspects and determine if the victim knew them because of what the victim told police happened this morning. So take a look. This was the scene around 4 this morning at Robin's Nest Apartments near South New Braunfels Avenue. The victim told police he was in the parking lot of the property around 4 this morning when 3 guys walked up to him. It started as a verbal confrontation with the men claiming the victim owed them money. Words were exchanged, and moments later, one of the men assaulted the victim. That scuffle led to even more violence, with a second suspect pulling out a knife and stabbing the victim in the arm twice. Those suspects did take off. It's unclear if they fled in a vehicle or if they took off running. The victim, we know, is stable. Video actually showed that victim walking into the ambulance with his arm wrapped up. He is expected to be okay, was transported to a nearby hospital. But again, the focus this morning is going to be identifying those 3 suspects and arresting them. Reporting Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alicia. A man is in police custody this morning after they say he robbed a CVS pharmacy and led officers on a chase on the city's northeast side. It all started after police say the man had taken cough syrup from a CVS pharmacy while armed with a gun. The suspect took off in his car and led officers on a chase before hitting a curb. He then stopped at a home's front yard on Spring Valley and Spring Creek. Police say officers tased the man and he was taken into custody and later transported to the robbery division. This investigation is ongoing.
Here in Texas, we are in the midst of our special legislative session. There are a number of controversial bills being discussed. At the state capitol, hundreds of people waited hours to testify over the proposed voting bill. So this is the Texas Republicans' second attempt at passing new election laws. The House committee expected to vote to advance the bill at the end of the hearing. The bill will then be voted on by the full chamber, expected next week. And remember, back in May, Democrats walked out an hour before the midnight deadline for approval of the bill. breaking quorum and bringing that vote to a standstill.
Governor Greg Abbott is working on a plan to strengthen border security here in Texas. The governor and sheriffs from multiple communities held a press conference at the state capitol yesterday. During the conference, the governor mentioned the creation of the Border Security Task Force. This will be a collaboration where the state works with county sheriffs to handle what he says is, quote, an excessive amount of people coming across the border, end quote.
We are not going to abdicate our responsibility to make sure that we are enforcing the rule of law. We're just working on the strategies that are needed to make sure that the state of Texas is providing our local officials every tool and every resource they need so that they're going to be able to keep their community safe.
The press conference comes almost a month after the governor announced that Texas will continue to build a border wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. However, details on the construction location and timeline haven't been released.
Now to the latest developments on that Surfside condo collapse in Florida. 86 bodies have been pulled from the rubble, 62 victims identified, but still 43 people remain unaccounted for. In the efforts, the health of the first responders is still a big concern. That's why officials have been constantly monitoring the air quality surrounding those rescue efforts, making sure that those near the rubble are wearing proper protective gear. The mayor of Surfside saying the teams on the grounds continue to work as fast as possible. Recovery crews will continue working around the clock. We do expect another media briefing later this morning. All right, now to the latest on the privatized space race. So far, all systems are a go for billionaire Richard Branson's journey to the edge of space. This 70-year-old making the trip 9 days before Jeff Bezos.
And even Elon Musk is expected to be on hand for today's historic launch. ABC's Karina Mitchell has a story.
This morning, the countdown to an historic milestone in space. Richard Branson set to become the first person to reach space in his own spacecraft. Today's flight is expected to last about 90 minutes. Virgin Galactic spaceship Unity will be attached to the mothership Eve, named after Branson's mother, as it takes off. At 45,000 feet, Unity drops. That rocket ignites and takes Branson and 5 others to the edge of space.
Fire!
Where they'll experience weightlessness for a few minutes before returning to the surface.
Welcome to the club, astronauts.
SpaceX founder Elon Musk set to attend the launch, tweeting Saturday, "We will see you there to wish you the best." And Amazon and Blue Origin founder Jeff Bezos wishing Branson and his team a successful and safe flight through an Instagram post. Branson set to lift off just 9 days before Jeff Bezos takes his Blue Origin rocket to space. Branson announced his flight just over a week ago. But Branson telling GMA this is not a space race.
I know that it's been painted as a race. Honestly, I don't think either of us see it that way. We're not really in direct competition.
Also there to watch the launch, some high schoolers and third graders from New Mexico.
We called the parents last Friday. We found out about it Thursday and we started calling parents on Friday. Most of them were like, "Are you serious?"
This will be Virgin Galactic's 4th crewed test flight.
Welcome to space.
Karina Mitchell, ABC News, New York.
All right, so if it does become widespread, would you go to space?
No.
Okay, just a hard no.
For a live shot.
Okay.
For a live shot, I would.
It's a good deal. 608, 75 degrees out.
Well, there is love in the air. What a privately held jeweler is saying about the amount of people marrying their better halves. Still ahead.
And a lightning strike going viral right here. San Antonio, Topgolf. You may have seen it. We're going to explain next.
I saw that video. Yeah, you don't want to miss that video. It's pretty amazing. All right, 75 degrees outside. Sarah Spivey will let us know what our Sunday is shaping up to be like when we come back.
All right, so if you haven't seen it on social media, it's a video that has been seen around the world, taken right here at San Antonio's northwest side. Gomez and his group of friends enjoying their time at Topgolf, where the night clearly took a striking turn.
Oh my gosh, so scary. This happened on May 28th. It was the last 30 minutes of their golf time when it started to rain, but Gomez wanted to record his last shot, so he asked a friend to shoot it on her phone.
All right, in one full swing, he sent his golf ball flying midair 99 miles an hour, and just seconds later, that massive lightning bolt hit the ball.
It's like, what are the odds for a small ball to get struck by lightning?
Right after the lightning hit, the whole place shook, the lights were flickering, the computers reset and everything.
Oh my gosh, We are so lucky. Gomez says the sound rang out with a bang, sending him and his friends running for cover inside the facility. No one was injured in the incident. Everyone was safely evacuated.
What a
Sarah,
sight, though.
I know. It's beautiful, crazy, scary. Sarah, what are the odds of capturing something like that on camera?
No, their odds are not high. But
I would like exact that 1 in 17 billion.
I'm very worried. Okay, you should not be carrying a metal rod outside when it's lightning out there. I know that they went viral and they're probably super excited about that, but I have a lot of thoughts on that.
Be safe. Be safe out there.
When thunder roars, go indoors, and I'm sure Topgolf has some kind of rules, hopefully, for that. Okay, one thing I want to talk about is how rainy it has been this July so far. We have had 8 consecutive days of measured rainfall at the San Antonio International Airport this July, from July 3rd, last Saturday, to yesterday, July 10th. That is the most consecutive days with rain in July since 1972, 49 years. So it's not just you. Yes, it's been a rainy July. Now, we have had plenty of Julys with more rain than what we've seen so far, 2002 in particular, where we had more than 16 inches of rain for July. And in contrast, we've only had about 2.5 inches plus of rainfall this July so far at the airport. But still, it's the consecutive days of measured rainfall that's really impressive. Again, the most since 1972 in July. Very impressive. All right, outside right now, though, we are not expected to see rain today. This is an unlikely day to see rain, which for some folks is welcome news, an opportunity to dry out and enjoy some time outdoors. We still do have a small chance for rain today, but it's unlikely to see rain in San Antonio. 75 degrees, cloudy, and we are seeing some fog, visibility down to 4 miles in Castroville, down to 7 in Kerrville, down to 8 in Hondo. A wider view here, just about everybody dealing with some form of limited visibility. Victoria down to 3 miles, Beeville down to 5, Carrizo Springs down to 3. And it is muggy and humid and warm out there this morning. 75 degrees at the airport, 77 in New Braunfels, 76 in Hondo, 77 in Gonzales, and 77 in Kennedy. All right, the bigger picture, the weather pattern, the low that was bringing us all of the rain is finally over Mexico right now. So we are not going to see the churning in the atmosphere that we've seen the last couple of days. However, to our north, notice that there's a cool front moving through Dallas-Fort Worth right now, approaching Waco. This area in North Texas and Central Texas has the potential to see severe weather today because this front is not going to move all that much from where it is at right now. In fact, it's going to stall and create some thunderstorms up to the north. However, we'll be watching this carefully. We're expecting the rain to fizzle out before it can even make it to Austin, but we're still going to carry a 20% chance for an isolated shower today through the afternoon. We'll be seeing clearing skies in the afternoon, and as a result, it's going to be a little warmer than the last couple of days. The high yesterday was 85, the high Friday was 79. Today we'll get up to 90 degrees for the high temperature around San Antonio. Now, across the forecast at noon, it'll be 83, 90 for the afternoon high, south winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour, and only a small chance for rain in the week ahead, mostly across the coastal communities. Now, the Saharan dust is going to increase over the next couple of days. For the first time this year, we're going to see an increase in Saharan dust, mainly light, but we will be seeing it become a little bit more moderate tomorrow. And then through the remainder of the week, dissipating by Wednesday before picking up again by Friday. We don't expect many effects from this other than, allergy-like symptoms. And if you're really struggling, it's likely because you're allergic to mold, which is very high out there. Looking at the forecast for the week, only isolated rain and high temperatures will be in the low 90s. That's still a couple degrees cooler than seasonably average, so not too bad for the middle of July. Sarah and Max.
All right, there you go. So you come back to San Antonio, the rain stops.
I know, and I'm definitely on the struggle bus for those allergies. Oh my gosh.
Time now, 6:17, 75 degrees out.
Well, most of us have received random emails asking for a change of password, and unfortunately, a lot of people have their information compromised after clicking that link. Still ahead in our next half hour, we have some tips on how you can avoid phishing scams.
And did you lose your job during the pandemic? Well, just ahead, how to wow companies in your next interview. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Sunday. 23 million Americans were unemployed last year. A lot of that was because companies impacted by COVID had to let employees go.
But now the job market is opening back up and the rush is on to find employees. Many companies are offering signing bonuses and extra perks to land the perfect employee.
But it's your job to land the perfect interview. So here's some tips.
Do you have any experience?
No, sir, I have no experience, but I'm a big fan of money.
Don't let your interview become a train wreck. Be prepared to stand out.
What can I do to make myself so much marketable that people are wanting to hire me?
First, brush up on your digital communication skills. Most interviews are online now, even if the job is in person. Make sure you have a good connection, good lighting, consider your body language. Experts say online your nonverbal cues are more obvious. Be aware of facial expressions, posture, and be an active listener. Be sure to research the company and begin your interview with a one line that lets them know you did your homework.
I'm so glad to be interviewing for a company that did $3 million last year, especially during a difficult time.
Describe your accomplishments in short, concise sentences. Don't ramble and show your achievements would fit in short-term and long-term plans. And make sure to ask questions. But don't ask the obvious, because if you want to stand out, you have to be unique, prepared, and ready to work.
Congratulations. You got yourself a job.
Max Massey, KSAT 12 News. All right, also important, don't rely on just LinkedIn for job applications. A lot of employers also recruiting on other social media platforms. We were talking Facebook, even Instagram.
So if you use LinkedIn, make sure your profile is up to date. Include a professional headshot and make sure it shows off why an employer should choose you.
All right, and of course, if you're doing it virtually, lighting is key.
Lighting, the ring light.
Time now, 6:23, 75 degrees out.
And if you are looking to up your music game, former President Barack Obama has you covered. We explain next. In your morning consumer news, more Americans are saying I do.
The wedding industry making a major rebound as much of the U.S. is bouncing back from COVID. An executive VP with a privately held jeweling company says sales of both engagement rings and wedding bands are on the rise. Also, postponed nuptials also taking place as family and friends are gathering in person once again.
Well, one reason for a rise in marriages, aside from true love, is that many Americans have been able to save money during the shutdown.
All right, former President Barack Obama dropping his 38-song playlist for the summer of 2021.
So the virtual mixtape is a mashup of old and new tunes featuring legendary recording artists as well as emerging ones. The list has recent hip-hop selections from Migos, Drake, and Lil Baby.
This is the second Drake story I've had this weekend. Obama also rocking the oldies with Rolling Stones' Tumbling Dice.
Music isn't the only thing in Obama's radar. He has also dropped his annual summer reading list with 11 books he thinks you should be reading.
All right, if Sarah Costa were to drop a 2021 summer soundtrack, what would it have on it?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
All right, think about it. We'll get back to you.
Yeah, I need to think about that.
It's a heck of a tease. Deep to 621, 627. I can't read it. 75 degrees out.
Well, health officials are concerned about the COVID-19 Delta variant, which is spreading in areas with low vaccination rates. The latest experts are saying about the risk of infection.
Good morning and welcome back and happy Sunday, 6:30 this Sunday. It is 7/11. It is July 11th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. You are back.
I'm back.
We had so many people write in, reach out to us on social media. Where is Sarah Acosta?
I went on a road trip, guys. I went on some vacation, went to New York, drove across 17 states.
Just seeing America firsthand.
Woo! Actually drove through some rain, Sarah. And when I was in Georgia, around that Mississippi, whatever I think was the remnants of Elsa.
Oh,
leftovers of Elsa. Drove
Would you say it was the Florida-Georgia line?
Yes.
Oh okay, you guys. Well, we are going to have a day to dry out here. It's going to be pretty nice around San Antonio and our local state parks if you want to enjoy some time outdoors. Today, not too hot around these areas. Now, one thing to keep in mind is up in Gillespie County, out in Enchanted Rock, there is a chance for some scattered showers and storms in the afternoon. But for most of us, it's going to be a fairly quiet day. Guadalupe River State Natural Area, 90 degrees. Hill Country State Natural Area near 90 as well. And even right now outside in San Antonio, it's fairly warm. 76 degrees, 79 in Del Rio, 73 in Rock Springs, 77 in New Braunfels, and 74 up in Fredericksburg. It's also very humid. Dew points are in the mid-70s. With dew points in the mid-70s and the ground so saturated, even though we're only going to get up to about 90 degrees today, we are going to have a heat index value. It'll probably feel more like 95 to 98 outside. So just keep that in mind. Very humid out there. And of course, with the high humidity and the rain we've seen recently, those mosquitoes are probably pretty bad too. Now today we're only going to have a 20% chance for an isolated shower. That's it. 90 for the high. South winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. So a couple of things to know. Yes, today is going to be a nice but humid day. Today though, we're also going to see the increase of Saharan dust, but at least we're going to have some time to dry out. I'll be back with a look at that forecast and more information about Saharan dust coming up in a bit. Max?
Thank you, Sarah. All eyes on the courthouse this week. Beginning tomorrow, the Otis Mccain trial begins. He will stand trial for capital murder. Remember, Mccain accused of shooting and killing SAPD detective Benjamin Marconi 5 years ago.
Our Alicia Barrera is live near downtown with more on this case that shook the police department and left Detective Marconi's family shattered. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning. Yeah, shattered. You know, I think we all remember that day, and after more than a year delay for that trial to start due to the pandemic, the trial is finally set to start tomorrow at 9 a.m. in the 379th District Court, presided by Judge Ron Rangel. So again, this all happened on November 20th, 2016. It was that morning that Detective Marconi was sitting in his patrol unit outside of SAPD Public Safety Headquarters, writing a ticket when Otis Mccain pulled up in a black car parking behind the detective. Mccain is said to have walked up to the police unit and shoot Detective Marconi twice in the head. Mccain took off and a massive manhunt ensued. 30 hours later that day, Mccain was finally arrested. Otis Mccain now faces the death penalty, making this the first death penalty case in the Bexar County Courthouse in 5 years. On KSAT.com, we have extensive coverage of this case that shook San Antonio, including an in-depth timeline of the case, Detective Marconi's funeral, even a Q&A with the defense attorney John Hunter, and much, much more. And now KSAT will be covering this case, every detail, every day, and we will also have online recaps daily. Erica Hernandez will be at the courthouse beginning very early tomorrow to give us live updates on our newscast throughout the day and, of course, online. And again, I think we all remember where we were that day, and not only did this shake the police department, of course affected Detective Marconi's family so much, but the entire city of San Antonio. Reporting live, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alicia. Well, as Sarah Spivey's been saying throughout this week, we have seen so much rain across the Alamo City. A lot of rain. Officials say this wet weather actually leading to a sewer spill in the 6600 block of Swiss Oaks Drive. That's on the city's west side. The good news, officials say the spill has been diluted by all the rain. The San Antonio Water System, SAWS, states that there is a sewer project in that area to replace our aging infrastructure. And we're told the project is part of the work required by San Antonio's agreement with the U.S. EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, all in effort to address the capacity-constrained sewer infrastructure across our city.
Well, Bexar County deputies who visited the Riverwalk will kick off their Riverwalk campaign. Downtown business leaders requested the deputies after they say they started seeing more issues with people experiencing homelessness. While the deputies won't be making arrests due to the fact that the Riverwalk is not in their jurisdiction, they will be offering assistance to tourists needing help and to those experiencing homelessness. One tourist says she loves seeing more law enforcement involvement because building relationship between police and the community is important.
Get to know them, because we have the same problem where I'm from, upstate New York, trying to get police, trying to get the community, trying to get people involved so they can feel better and feel more comfortable.
Sheriff Javier Salazar says they will also have their mental health unit on speed dial. Cadets will also participate as a way to train for community policing. They will be patrolling the Riverwalk every Saturday. For the fourth time in as many days, the U.S. passes 20,000 new COVID-19 cases.
That's right. Health officials say this rise in infections comes in large part due to the highly contagious Delta variant. CNN's John Lawrence reports.
In some parts of the U.S., it's like deja vu all over again.
In our facility, in our healthcare system in Southwest Missouri, we're absolutely stretched further than we were stretched last year. And I would say it's a managed crisis at this point for sure.
Health officials say the spread of the Delta variant of COVID-19 could lead to many surges in regions with low vaccination rates.
Patients are much sicker than what we've been seeing in the past. And so that cuts down on the nurse-to-patient ratio.
Dr. Anthony Fauci, the head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, says this version of the virus transmits more efficiently and could pose a more serious health threat.
This is going to keep happening. It may peak here and then it's going to spread to other places. If we don't get enough vaccinated, there's going to be another variant that's probably worse. It's just that's the way viruses work.
Roughly 48% of the U.S. population is fully vaccinated, and the medical community says the sooner people roll up their sleeves, the better.
You come here and we will try our hardest to get you better. We'll do everything that we can to help you get back home to your family. But the reality is you may not go home.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Pfizer says it has noticed waning immunity from its vaccine and is increasing its efforts to create a booster shot.
But as of now, the FDA and the CDC says Americans do not need to get an additional dose just yet. All right, well, Goodwill San Antonio has the mission to serve people who face difficult circumstances, yet have the courage and commitment to better themselves. The organization here in San Antonio is centered around fighting poverty and creating opportunities. So this morning on Leading SA at 8 a.m., the CEO of Goodwill San Antonio joins us live. We are set to talk about the current need for Goodwill here, the shift since the pandemic, and so much more. So if you have any questions you would like asked, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Time now at just about 6:40, 76 degrees now.
Max, can you spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
I'm just impressed you're able to say it.
Well, you have to sing it too. Well, if you can, then you could have been a spelling bee winner. Still ahead on GMSA at 8 a.m. We tell you about the Scripps National Spelling Bee winner.
She's a hooper too. She's really got to watch the basketball
highlights. She's very talented.
All right, so the Red Planet and the Evening Star will appear to be close to each other this coming week. We're going to explain how it's happening and how you can track it next.
Taking a look outside, 76 degrees at 6:39 this morning. Still a little humid out there, but Sarah Spivey says we were finally going to get a dry day today. She'll explain when we come back.
Good morning and welcome back. Mars and Venus meeting in a near embrace next week due to one of the best stargazing, sky-gazing events of the year.
Well, both planets will appear very close together for a planetary conjunction tomorrow night. Although the planets will appear to be just half a degree away from each other, they will actually still be very far away. NASA says in the early hours of the 13th, the pair will be at their closest.
So NASA says both Venus and Mars are targets for next generation of space exploration. If you plan on watching the planet conjunction, we have a link on our website where you can track the planet's progress. So question, when you say next week, is it next coming week? I know it's tomorrow night, but it's always that weird thing because it's Sunday. So is it this week or is it next week?
Well, actually, they said, okay, we need some clarification from our producers because in the article it says Tuesday at dusk. So that would not be tomorrow night. That would be Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to be able to see right after about from 9:15 to 9:45. You look in the west part of the sky and you should be able to see it in the evening hours. So yeah, let's get some clarification on that because I know people love to stargaze. Venus is going to look a little bigger as well because Mars will be close to it. Now, first, let's talk about the Saharan dust in the air. We are expecting expecting the Saharan Dust to make its first appearance this week. So far, though, the forecast air quality for the day today is not that bad. In fact, it's just one step up from good. It's moderate. It's not even going to be unhealthy for those who are sensitive to it. We'll keep an eye on things for you, but Saharan dust in the forecast can usually cause some allergy-like symptoms. So let's take a look at this. We'll be seeing it increase today through tomorrow. It'll be especially dense out toward Houston. We'll see a break in the dust during the midweek hours before we see it take back up again by the end of the week, Thursday and Friday. But if you are wheezing and sneezing, it's probably because of the mold. This is yesterday's pollen count. We'll get our new pollen count in later on today, but I don't expect it to be too much different from this very high count of 16,000. So we have seen a lot of rain over the last 8 days here in San Antonio, especially from the Leon Valley up to Helotes area, up to the rim, 10 plus inches of rain in those pockets of areas. But at the airport, we've officially seen 2 69/100ths of an inch of rainfall. That is an inch and 60/100ths greater than what is average. So we are in a surplus of rain, not only for the month of July, but also for the year. More than 20 inches of rain, which is 3 inches above the average. Outside right now, it's 76 degrees and cloudy. We are expected to see the sun later on this afternoon, but we're going to start off fairly cloudy and humid. It is very humid, muggy. The ground is completely saturated, and a lot of that water is going to be evaporating back out into the air, keeping humidity high today, tomorrow, and for most of the week. So even though our highs will be cooler than seasonably average, we are going to have to deal with a heat index value, feeling about 5 degrees warmer than what the thermometer actually reads. We've also got some patchy fog out there. Visibility down to 8 miles in San Antonio, down to 4 in Kerrville, down to 5 in Castroville, and it's in the 70s, 76 in San Antonio, 77 in New Braunfels, 79 in Del Rio, and 77 in Laredo. A wider view here of the weather pattern. That low that was bringing us all of the rain over the last 8 days is finally over Mexico, and it's dissipating. To our north, however, we've got a line of storms that's starting to fall apart. This is along a cool front, which is not going to move from where it is right now, but it is going to bring some severe weather to parts of the Waco area, Dallas, Fort Worth, and just to the north of Austin. That's going to die out before it gets to us. And so today, only a 20% chance for an isolated shower or storm. Tomorrow, however, will also carry a 20% chance of an isolated shower or storm, but most of the rain should be to our north. 90 degrees tomorrow for the high as well. So here's today's forecast. 83 at noon, 20% chance, partly cloudy in the afternoon, 90 for the high, southeast winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then in the week ahead, only isolated rain. So we are going to dry out this week, and highs will be in the low 90s. Guys, what did you find about the conjunction?
All right, here we go.
We got some clarification. It starts Monday night, and then NASA says the planets will be closest together on the 13th.
Okay, so again, just get outside 9:15 to 9:35. Both of those planets are going to set around 10:15, so you're going to want to get out there before that.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 647, 76 degrees out.
Well, with more people than ever using technology, it's extremely important to know when you're being scammed. Next, we have some tips on how to avoid phishing scams. With more people than ever before using technology, experts say it's extremely important to know when you're being scammed and how to protect your personal information.
Now, one way scammers are stealing your information is called phishing with a P. RJ Marquez talked with an expert from one of our KSAT community partners, RBFCU, and explains.
That's right. The Consumer Financial Protective Bureau had 54% more claims of fraud incidents in 2020 compared to 2019. And phishing is the threat fraudsters rely on the most to get into people's financial accounts. People have lost millions of dollars because of phishing scams. Joining me now to discuss what to look out for and how to stay safe is Alex Aguillen. He's the Director of Enterprise Fraud for Randolph Brooks Federal Credit Union. What's going on, Alex? Thank you very much for being with us. So let's start off with the most basic question. What is phishing and how does it work?
Well, I'd be happy to explain that. Thank you for having me. It's kind of twofold. What really happens is spoofing then turns into phishing. To the untrained eye, an email or a text message or a fake website can look legitimate, sometimes even a phone call. What these fraudsters will do is use your trusted resources, banks, FIs, and credit unions, and online retailers and merchants, websites, and mimic them. And what they'll do is they'll pressure you into giving information through those avenues. They'll ask you for online banking credentials, usernames, passwords, security questions and answers, and sometimes even your card and account numbers and details. Sometimes they'll even call in and impersonate you to your financial institutions and credit card companies to initiate transactions that look even more legitimate.
Yeah, that is crazy. All it takes is just that little bit of information to kind of get them going. So, of course, we want people to stay safe. What are some things that they can do, anyone viewing at home right now or that's going to later watch this, or any action that they could take ahead of time to make sure that they are not victims of phishing?
Absolutely. Some of the things that you can do is keep in mind, if you didn't initiate contact with your credit card company or your financial institution or government agency, and they're asking you questions, they're asking you for your online banking information, for your accounts, your account number, your passwords, hang up, call back to a trusted number. Don't get fooled by urgency or get tricked into urgent situations. Look for grammatical errors in emails and text messages as well, and avoid clicking on links. Other things that you can do is use complex password phrases instead of the typical pets' names or children's names and date of birth. You want to initiate complex password phrases. Multi-factor authentication is a big thing as well that you can use, a password manager. And also just being careful about what you share in social media as well.
So what are just kind of the rule of thumb things that people need to know? I guess it's a lot of this comes down to common sense, like you said, changing passwords. What's just kind of the general big idea that you tell people to just kind of keep them safe?
If somebody's reaching out to you with an offer online and it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So you're going to want to hang up, contact your financial institution, Google the number or look up the number or look at the back of your debit card or credit card and contact them directly to validate the authenticity. And like you said, common sense is just one of the things that we all have to keep in mind. Everybody's quick to respond via social media or via email or via text message. Take a moment, make sure that this makes sense first before you do that.
All right, Alex Aguillen with Randolph Brooks Federal Credit Union. Thank you very much for being with us. Back to you guys.
All right, RJ Marquez. And if anyone has any questions about the story, we have all those answers right now. Just head to KSAT.com. Time now, 6:54, 76 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
This morning, San Antonio police are looking for 3 suspects connected to a stabbing that happened on the city's south side early this morning and sent 1 victim to the hospital. This all unfolded around 4 a.m. at Robin's Nest apartment complex on the 500 block of Hot Wells Boulevard. The victim told police he was in the parking lot of the property around 4 this morning when 3 men walked up to him, and it started as a verbal confrontation, with the men claiming the victim owed them money. Words were exchanged, and moments later, one of the men assaulted the victim. That scuffle led to more violence, with a second suspect pulling out a knife and stabbing the victim in the arm twice. Those suspects took off, but it's unclear if they fled in a vehicle or took off running. The victim is in stable condition, and video actually shows that victim walking into the ambulance before he was transported to the hospital. Now the focus for police is finding those 3 suspects. Reporting Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
We're seeing some fog in the area. Visibility is reduced to 7 miles at the airport, down to 3 in Kerrville, down to 5 in Castroville, and down to 8 in New Braunfels. Basically, it's just so humid we can see it in the air this morning. And we have only a small chance, 20% today, for an isolated shower. So really, it's going to be a great day and the first day for us to dry off in a while. 90 for the high, so it is going to be toasty. And in the evening, temperatures will fall into the 70s with mostly clear skies. Just about every day this week we'll have a small chance for an isolated shower, but really it's going to be great outside for all of this week. A little bit warmer than what we've been seeing recently. High temperatures will be back in the low 90s, which is seasonable for this time of year. What's not seasonable? To see 8 consecutive days of rain, which is what we've seen over the last 8 days recorded at the airport. So again, a nice opportunity for us to dry out.
Most since 1972?
Yeah, most consecutive days. Not the most rain. We've seen more rain in July, but the most consecutive days since 1972. 49 years.
All right, so we're going to take an hour-long break for Good Morning America. We'll see you back here 8 a.m. We have so much to talk about.
See you at 8.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
We know organizations in and around San Antonio have had to shift and adapt during this pandemic. That includes Goodwill. In today's leading essay, we sit down with the CEO of Goodwill San Antonio. We talk about the changes and how community members can now help out.
With lots of rain also comes lots of trash, and you can specifically see it along the San Antonio River. Just ahead here on GMSA, we'll be live with River Aid San Antonio for a river cleanup that you can help with.
Taking a look outside. Sarah says, today it's going to be a dry one, but she'll explain more on that in just a bit.
Good morning. It is 8 o'clock this Sunday, July 11th. It is 7-11, and Sarah Acosta is back.
I'm back.
Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. It is great to have you back. And with you came drier weather.
I know. I was driving. I took a 2-week road trip to New York. I drove across the country, and I saw some beautiful landscapes, but I also ran into a lot of that rain, Sarah. It kind of followed me around. I'm happy that the rain, we kind of have a break.
Yeah, we do. It's been raining for 8 consecutive days here in San Antonio. We've recorded 8 days of rainfall at the airport. I did want to change gears just slightly briefly and take a switch to TransGuide right now. What you're looking at right now is 281 at Hildebrand. Things are flowing easily now. However, just about 5 minutes ago, we were seeing standstill traffic, and here's the reason why. There is utility work going on 281 in both directions, a full closure of the highway at St. Mary Street through 4 p.m. today. Now, traffic will be stopped for about 15 minutes at a time before it's released, as what we're seeing out there right now. But we're going to see that traffic start to clog up again in 15 minutes because they're doing utility work there on 281. So 281 both directions, downtown San Antonio at St. Mary Street until 4 p.m. So if you have plans to drive through the downtown area, make some amendments to your travel plans. Now, current conditions out there, you can see that we're seeing some of the sun through these clouds, but it's very muggy outside. So muggy, in fact, that we're seeing some areas of fog. Southeast winds at about 5 miles per hour, 76 degrees. Visibility down to 6 miles at the airport, down to 2 in Kerrville, down to 4 in Castroville, and down to 6 in New Braunfels. Today, though, even though it is very humid outside, we're actually going to get an opportunity to dry out. For the first time in 8 days, again, only a small chance, 20% for an isolated shower. Most of us will not see any rain today. 90 for the high, south winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. But as we say goodbye to the rain, we're going to say hello to some Saharan dust. I've got to look at what that means for the air around us in just a few minutes. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. And as Sarah was saying, 8 days of rain, piles of trash actually building up the San Antonio River. And to help out and to help clean out the waterway this morning, starting at 8 a.m. just a few moments ago until 12:30 the afternoon, well, the nonprofit River Aid is hosting a trash pickup.
So volunteers are needed and asked to meet at Espada Dam. Alicia Barrera is live from the San Antonio River with more on today's event and the big need. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning, Max and Sarah. Well, it's a big day. We've been 8 days, we talked about it, of rain, constant rain, and it's drying out. But all this trash, you can see it. This is what's been washed up. And yes, it's stuck on the trees. Some you can see on the ground. So this is why a lot of volunteers are needed. You see big pieces of styrofoam, of course, those plastic grocery bags, pieces of wood, just miscellaneous items scattered throughout. And it either ends up here washed out on the shore of the river or, of course, in the waterway. So a lot of help is going to be needed today. River Aid San Antonio is hosting this event. We want to get those details for you on the screen. So if you have some time, even if it's 30 minutes, really even 10 minutes, I promise you that you could probably fill up a bag worth of trash. So it's happening, kicked off just a few minutes ago. It's happening until 12:30 today. The meeting point is going to be Espada Dam off of the San Antonio River. Again, until 12:30, any amount of volunteers, they need your help. There are also opportunities in the future. But again, today it's going to be humid, yes. So wear comfortable clothing, closed-toed shoes that have a good grip. That way you can come out and help. Reporting live from the San Antonio River, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alicia. New this morning, San Antonio police searching for several suspects connected to a stabbing on the city's south side. So take a look. Here's what we know now. It all happened at Robin's Nest apartment complex. This is the 500 block of Hot Wells Boulevard, and it happened just after 4 a.m. The victim telling police he was in the parking lot when 3 men walked up to him, started a verbal confrontation, and it ended with the victim being assaulted, stabbed twice in the arm. He was eventually taken to the hospital. He is stable. The suspects, though, still at large.
The Bexar County Jail inmate who's been on life support this week has died. According to the sheriff's office, 57-year-old Michael Renee Johnson was found unresponsive in his cell on Thursday. Deputies and medical staff began performing life-saving measures, and Johnson was transported to the hospital in critical condition. He passed away just after midnight yesterday. The 57-year-old was being held for murder and aggravated kidnapping. As part of a standard procedure, there will be an investigation into his death.
A man in police custody this morning after investigators say he robbed a CVS pharmacy and then led officers on a chase, and all of this happening on the city's northeast side. It all started after police say the man had taken cough syrup from the CVS pharmacy. He was armed with a gun. The suspect took off in his vehicle, led officers on this chase before crashing into a curb, then stopped at a house's front yard on Spring Valley and Spring Creek. Police there telling us officers tased the man. He was then taken into custody, later transported to the robbery division. Right now, we are still waiting to learn what exactly happened and what he will be charged with. Governor Greg Abbott working on a plan to strengthen border security here in the Lone Star State. At least that was his message at the press conference in Austin this weekend. Also in attendance were sheriffs from multiple counties across the state and across the border. The governor discussed his push to make the border security task force that has all they need.
We are not going to abdicate our responsibility to make sure that we are enforcing the rule of law. We're just working on the strategies that are needed to make sure that the state of Texas is providing our local officials every tool and every resource they need so that they're going to be able to keep their community safe.
And this press conference comes almost a month after Governor Abbott announced that Texas will continue to build the border wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. However, details on the construction location, plans, and timeline, we're still waiting on those. Well, Goodwill San Antonio has the mission to serve people who face difficult circumstances, but have the courage and commitment to better themselves. The organization here in San Antonio centered around fighting poverty and creating opportunity. But like a lot of organizations, the last 15 months has not been easy.
That's right. So joining us in today's Leading SA segment is Carlos Contrera, the CEO of Goodwill San Antonio. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
What does the current need of the Goodwill look like right now?
Max, like many businesses in our community, last year was a really difficult year for operations. We were shut down for about 6 weeks. Fortunately, we were able to pay all of our employees and keep them, most importantly, on health benefits. 2021 actually has been very good. We continue to receive steady donations. We continue to have the loyalty of our customers, frequenting our stores. So I would say that our need and our mission remain the same that they have been for the last 76 years. Our mission is to help change lives through the power of work. And we do that through training, job training, and through placement and employment. That's either within our stores or externally into the community. We do skills training at our academies, and we do job placement at our career centers. And all of that is made possible because of donations that your viewers make to our stores.
And have you seen the need shift throughout the pandemic?
Yeah, Sarah, certainly the need has shifted primarily in relationship to the types of skills that are needed for employment today. There's always been a gap between in our community between the available jobs and the skills that are needed for those jobs, as well as the skills that people have to be able to fill those jobs. The pandemic has made that more exacerbated. There's quite a difference between the types of people who are looking for work today in terms of their skills and the jobs that are available. And so our challenge as Goodwill is to work with employers to identify those skills and make sure we're providing the training that is necessary for them. And again, none of that's possible without donations, because we offer that training and a placement free of service to San Antonio residents.
Now, you talk about donations. Is it monetary donations? Is it closed donations? What items are you most looking for?
Well, Max, if you go into I'm saying this a little bit jokingly, if you walk into one of our stores, any one of our 23 stores in our region, you'll notice that the men's section is a little bit smaller than the women's section, because we tend to hang on to things quite a bit. But all joking aside, our donors are terrific. We continue to need, clothing and household goods. We responsibly sell those and use the funding to help fulfill our mission. But we can also take computer equipment and electronic equipment. Our employees are trained on how to responsibly wipe those clean and refurbish them. And during the pandemic, thanks to the generosity of donors and businesses, we were able to actually refurbish computer equipment and provide those to residents of the San Antonio Housing Authority, because, they needed to work remotely and they needed, to attend school remotely. So we were able to fulfill that through the donations we received.
Well, Mr. Contrera, thank you so much for your time this morning. For our viewers, this whole segment, you can catch it on KSAT.com later this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Time now, 8:11, 76 degrees out.
Still ahead on GMSA, stepping into the wizarding world where you can find this Harry Potter-inspired exhibit.
All right. Plus, video that has gone viral around the world. A San Antonio teen's golf ball hit by lightning at Topgolf. We're going to give you an inside look.
And are you a fan of blueberry muffins? Yes. Well, today is your day after the break where you can get a BOGO deal on this national day.
Buy one, get one. I interpret. All right, taking a live look out there. Not too pretty out there right now, but maybe it'll get sunnier throughout the day, throughout the week. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a bit. All right, good morning and welcome back. Do you have a favorite kind of muffin?
Yes.
What is it?
Blueberry.
Ah, you killed my thunder. If you said blueberry, you're in luck, because today, obviously a federal holiday, National Blueberry Muffin Day.
Okay, it's really not a federal holiday, but we can still celebrate. The day doesn't have clear origins, but it was adapted from Europe when settlers started to include blueberries in their recipes. According to the daysoftheyear.com,
good source,
the berries eventually found their way into muffins once Europeans came to America. So if you're not one for baking, there are several bakeries here in San Antonio where you can get your blueberry muffin fix, but only one has a special in celebration this day. It's Mimo's Bakery. It's a buy one, get one free promotion today. You can find out more information. Just head to KSAT.com.
All right, Sarah Spivey, favorite muffin?
Honestly, blueberries.
You can't go wrong with blueberry.
You can't. I also like banana or lemon poppy seeds.
Ooh, okay. Thinking outside the box here.
Yeah, it's just because I'm hungry.
I know.
All right. Well, I wanted to start the forecast with a pretty surprising fact. So we have seen 8 consecutive days, July days, with measured rainfall. That is the most consecutive days with rain in July since 1972. So from July 3rd of this year through July 10th, we've had measurable rainfall at the airport, most since 1972, 49 years. Back in 1972, we saw 9 consecutive days of rainfall in July. Now, we have had far rainier Julys than this month. We've seen a little bit more than 2.5 inches of rain officially at the airport this month. But back in July of 2002, we saw more than 16 inches of rain. The impressive thing here is that it's been raining consistently for 8 days, again, the most since 1972. Today, however, is the first day in 8 days where we have a low chance for rain. Not a significant chance for rain in the forecast, although it does look pretty gloomy out there, doesn't it? We are still cloudy and we have lots of humidity in the air. It's 76, dew points are in the mid 70s, so the temperature and the dew point are close to each other. And we're seeing some fog out there this morning. Visibility down to 4 miles at Bernie Stage Airfield, down to 2 in Kerrville. Visibility down to 4 in Castroville, 5 in Hondo, and 6 in New Braunfels. It's not only the metro metro area that's dealing with some fog. We've also got visibility down to a mile in Gonzales, 2 miles in Kerrville, and practically 0 in Carrizo Springs. A very warm start and muggy start to the day. 80 in Del Rio, 79 in Cotulla, 78 in New Braunfels, wake-up temperature of 74 in Kerrville. But the main rainmaker that we've been seeing is currently off to the west, moving into Mexico. That's that low that was bringing us all of that rain. Meanwhile, there is a cool front in North Texas that's been allowing for some thunderstorms to push through the Waco area. This is the area that has the risk for severe weather today, but this is going to fizzle out before it makes it to San Antonio. We will, however, have 1 or 2 pop-up showers in the forecast, a 20% chance for an isolated shower today, but most will miss out on the rain, and we'll see partly cloudy skies in the afternoon. 90 for the high in San Antonio, a little bit warmer than what we've seen over the last couple of days, but still cooler than seasonably average. 94 in Del Rio and 97 in Laredo. So today, again, only a 20% chance. We will have some rain in the area. It's just not everybody's going to see the rain, and it's our first time in 8 days where it's unlikely to see rainfall. South winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. And our rain chances remain low through the week, so an opportunity to dry out here. One thing I will caution you about, though, is that starting today, we are expected to see Saharan dust increase. In fact, a little bit of dust out there right now. It'll become most dense out near the Houston area Monday, tomorrow, and then becoming a little bit lighter through the end of the week as well. But it's our first bout of Saharan dust. We usually see Saharan dust from June through September, and it's not going to be like a dust storm. You're not going to see a dust storm around. Instead, it's going to be just a small haze on the horizon. Might cause some light allergy issues for some, and if it gets dense enough, it could cause a little bit of respiratory issues for those who struggle with that. Other than that, it's going to be a fairly dry week compared to last week. Only isolated rain and highs in the low 90s. I'll have an updated look at air quality coming up in the full forecast.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 8:20, 76 degrees out.
One Ohio trooper saves a man's life after he allegedly hides drugs in his mouth. A look at how the trooper sprung into action.
And a family in Oklahoma celebrating a miracle, what one man was welcomed home with after being in the hospital with COVID for 7 months. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Sunday. Quick look at some of the positive stories happening around the country.
The first one is what one family calls a pandemic miracle. Jamie Gramajo is back home with his family in Oklahoma City after spending at least 7 months in the hospital battling COVID-19. He was even on life support. Gramajo's family says a group of people have prayed the rosary every day since December 16th for him. He was welcomed home with fireworks, a live band, and lots of cheers.
All right, so can you spell, say it, you got this.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
This is just impressive. That was the challenge Disney had for the finalists at the Scripps National Spelling Bee before the last round at ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex. Competitors also asked to spell Ratatouille and Cinderella. I think I could have gotten Cinderella. Ratatouille would have butchered.
No.
Disney is the parent company of ABC News. Now, this year's Scripps winner, 14-year-old Zayla Avant-Garde of Harvey, Louisiana, the first African-American winner and only the second black champion in the Bee's 96-year history. Before we move on, she is also an amazing basketball player. If you haven't been on social media, her highlight tape is everywhere. So she is an all-around amazing girl.
Go girl. All right, and you don't have to tap the brick on this wall to see the Wizarding World. The new exhibit opening in London features hundreds of behind-the-scenes images from the Harry Potter films. The exhibit at Covent Garden also features several green screens so fans can get their own photo of riding a broomstick or posing for the Ministry of Magic ID cards. Guests can even enjoy a butterbeer.
All right, so going back to Zayla for a second, the spelling bee champ. She also has multiple Guinness World Records for dribbling basketballs.
I saw that.
And just pulled up this article, LSU president offered her a full scholarship.
Yes, and then the WNBA also offered her to come visit them. I mean, she is just getting all kinds of...
Bright future.
Yeah.
All right. You go, girl.
You go, girl.
All right, 8:26, 77 degrees out.
Well, learning how to think, work, and build like a startup company still ahead. A local program helping university students sharpen their entrepreneurial skills.
And a shooting plot foiled ahead of the MLB All-Star Game right there in Denver. Details on what law enforcement seized and who tipped them off. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Sunday Fun Day. I'm Max Massey.
I'm Sarah Acosta. It's Sunday, July 11th. I'm so happy to be back here.
We missed you.
I know, but I really didn't miss this weather, the humidity. I went across the East Coast and took a trip on the East Coast.
You went everywhere. You drove all the way to New York.
I did 17 different states. And Sarah, what I really enjoyed was like the cooler temps up north, and I got back to the south and I was like, oh, welcome home.
Yeah, Sarah, we've had cooler temperatures here since you've been gone. High temperatures only in the 80s and in some cases the 70s. But it's the humidity that is making it feel just a little unbearable out there right now. And we can actually see the humidity in the form of fog. Visibility is down to 5 miles at Bernie Stage Airfield, down to 3 in Kerrville, down to 5 in Pleasanton and New Braunfels, down to 6 at the San Antonio International Airport. However, we are going to see this fog lift over the next couple of hours. In fact, we've got fairly clear skies on the south side of Bexar County here. Again, we'll allow this fog to lift over the next couple of hours, and it's actually going to be a fairly nice day for us. A little on the humid and warm side, but we won't have to be dealing with scattered rain like we have for the last 8 days. This is the first day in 8 days where rain chances are fairly low. So maybe you want to enjoy some time outside. Head to one of our local state park forecasts. First thing I would say is that you're going to want to make sure to check in with them and make sure that the trails are not closed. Some of the trails are not closed because of all the rain that we've seen recently. Other than Gillespie County and Shannon Rock State Natural Area, most of the state parks should be nice today with a high near 90 degrees and some sunshine, especially in the afternoon. So today for your Sunday, around noon it'll be 83, and in the afternoon 90 degrees. A small chance for a pop-up shower, only about 20%. So most of us will miss out on the rain today, dry out a little bit, not only today, but also through the week. I do have to caution you though, Saharan dust is on the rise. So we'll talk more about that and air quality in just a few minutes. Sarah and Max?
Thank you, Sarah. Bexar County's first death penalty case is about to get underway, the first in numerous years. 5 years after SAP detective Benjamin Marconi was shot and killed, Otis Mccain will stand trial for capital murder, and the trial begins tomorrow, July 12th. Now, we have been covering this case extensively since the day Detective Marconi was shot, including the hunt for the suspect and McCain's arrest, Marconi's funeral, the investigation, and of course, the hearings leading up to the trial. Now, we will be covering every day of this trial with coverage of the proceedings and daily online recaps. You can also follow along with the trial by signing up for our Open Court newsletter. And if you missed yesterday's special on the background of the case, you can watch it right now. Just head to KSAT.com.
Heavy rains yesterday led to a sewer spill on the city's west side. The spill happened in the 6600 block of Swiss Oaks Drive. Here's a look at where that happened. Officials said no adverse impacts are expected since the spill and have been heavily diluted by storm water. According to a release from the San Antonio water system, there is a sewer project in that area that has been aging, and they're going to replace that infrastructure. Officials said the project is part of the work required by San Antonio's agreement with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency to address capacity-constrained sewer infrastructure across the city.
All right, Bexar County deputies paying their first visit to the Riverwalk this weekend on patrol, kicking off their hats on the Riverwalk campaign. Their presence requested by downtown business leaders following more issues with the homeless population downtown. Sheriff Javier Salazar says some of those may need mental health assistance. While the deputies won't be making arrests because technically it's not their jurisdiction, they will be helping tourists and helping the homeless. The mental health unit will be on speed dial, and deputies working with downtown merchants to provide pamphlets for tourists and for the homeless.
Well, as the roads start to dry up, in many cases, that water has made its way down to the lakes, creeks, and the San Antonio River, bringing in a lot of trash with it.
That is why this morning a special organization, River Aid San Antonio, is hosting a big trash pickup. It started at 8 a.m. It wraps up at 12:30.
Alicia Barrera is live from Espada Dam, where volunteers are needed. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning. Well, all you really need to be here is for 5-10 minutes to really get an idea of how much trash there is. So we're at Espada Dam, and just within 5 minutes, I want to show you what I was able to pick up. We found like this canister there. I don't know what was in there. And then a softball. These are some of the bigger items, trying to get that out of here. And then just a bunch of plastic, you guys. This is pretty bad, and it's common to see, which is why River Aid San Antonio hosts so many of these river cleanups, and the volunteers are already getting started. We're going to go talk to Charlie Blank. He's the project coordinator for this event, and they got started really early today, and it's going to be happening until 12:30. Hey, Charlie, we're going to take you away here for a minute. So for you keep hosting these River Aid cleanups. Why is it so important to keep people just aware of what's going on over here at the river?
It's important because just like the rain's inevitable, unfortunately, this trash washing down with it is inevitable. So therefore, another trash pickup from Rosso must be inevitable. So we're down here, got Athena, DeFranco, two of our most important volunteers, getting it done, picking plastic bags out of dreaded tree limbs. People, you see these bags right here? Please stop using them. Bring your own bags.
And even if you come to the park for a day, another thing that you can do to help out is bring your own bag to take your trash home, throw it away somewhere else, because what we see commonly is that those trash cans here just flooded with already so many items. The call today, obviously we just see 2 volunteers here. There's so much more needed, so many more people needed.
Yeah, come down. Don't be afraid to be late. Just bring your energy, even if it's for 30 minutes. You'll see the difference when you leave. So just get down here. We need people. We need as many people as we can get.
Charlie, thank you so much. So River Aid, again, the cleanup happening until 12:30 today, the meetup point here at Espada Dam. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Alicia. Well, this weekend is a special one here in the Alamo City. It's a startup weekend, a great opportunity for local college students. And today is the grand finale. Geekdom, San Antonio Startup Week, and Techstars is hosting this 54-hour event for student entrepreneurs. Area students spent the weekend learning how to think, work, and build like a startup company. They actually propose their ideas, form teams, and pitch their ventures. And the final pitches are today at 6 p.m. It's the first in-person public event hosted at Geekdom since the start of the pandemic.
All right, Cine Festival continues celebrating its 42nd year at the historic Guadalupe Theater on the city's west side this weekend. Organizers say 80 films are being shown in total. More than half of the films are from Texas, with 7 feature films, 23 short films having close ties right here to San Antonio. You can buy your tickets online, $8, or a Cine Festival pass for $40. Proceeds of all the benefits go to the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center. If you're interested, we have a link to do all that right now. Just head to KSAT.com.
Well, making headlines this morning, several arrests made in Denver as the city plays host to the MLB All-Star event.
All right, that's such a crazy situation. Police seizing more than a dozen guns and a lot of ammunition at a hotel. ABC's Will Carr has the latest.
That hotel is just a block away from Coors Field, where All-Star festivities are set to kick off a little bit later today. Authorities say they arrested 4 suspects, all in their 40s, who had more than a dozen long guns, body armor, and more than 1,000 rounds of ammunition on the 8th floor of the Maven Hotel in downtown Denver. They say they got a tip after a housekeeper found a rifle in one of the hotel rooms. And according to our affiliate KMGH, one of the suspects recently got divorced and said, quote, he wanted to go out in a big way. This comes just a week after another housekeeper in Chicago reported finding a rifle in a hotel room overlooking the city's lakefront. And after the Las Vegas massacre, hotels have been extra vigilant about keeping an eye out for suspicious activity. Now, it is unclear at this point if this is linked to the All-Star game, but we do know tens of thousands of people are going to be in downtown Denver over the next 3 days. And with that amount of firepower, that housekeeper deserves a lot of credit for spotting that gun.
Well, now to a crazy incident caught on camera. What started as a sunny day at Topgolf with friends and family quickly turned into a dangerous situation for San Antonio teen Tomas Gomez.
It was actually back on May 28th when he and some friends were out playing at Topgolf, but in the last 30 minutes of their assigned golf game time, it started to rain. Gomez said he decided to take one last hit. That's when a friend was recording. At that exact moment, a massive bolt of lightning trickled down from the sky, hit the golf ball mid-air, the ball flying at 88 miles an hour to be exact.
Right after the lightning hit, the whole place shook, the lights were flickering, the computers reset and everything.
It could have hit me, it could have hit her, it could have hit any of us. It was actually pretty scary after I was thinking about it for a while.
The good thing is the group is all smiles now. No one was hurt. Tomas swears if it wasn't for the lightning, the ball was going to go over the fence. There you go. Oh, glad everyone was safe.
Yes.
All right, so a driver luckily to be alive today after allegedly swallowing a bag of marijuana, all in an effort to hide it from the police.
Well, this newly released dash cam video shows an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper pulling over the man for speeding. Trooper Charles Hoskin realized the driver couldn't breathe, so he guides him out of the car and performs the Heimlich maneuver. Hoskin then asked the man if a minor misdemeanor is worth his life. The man is being cited for speeding and not wearing a seatbelt and charged with a misdemeanor for the alleged drugs. And we have a new video showing a vehicle entering the U.S. from Canada illegally by simply driving across an ungated yard.
Yeah, crazy situation. And I appreciate the yellow writing because it actually helps so much explain this situation. It happened along the U.S.-Canada border at Derby Line, Vermont. While crossing, the driver nearly hit another vehicle. U.S. Border Patrol agents were alerted to the crossing, tracked down the vehicle on I-91, pulled it over. They found 7 people inside, none of whom were allowed to be in the United States. They were citizens of Canada, France, and Romania. They were sent back over the border, over to Canada. Time now is 8:41, 77 degrees now.
Well, have you ever wondered what San Antonio would look like if we were in the Inception film? Well,
no, I haven't.
We'll have that next.
Taking a live look out at the Alamo City. Not much to look at right now. Will we see sun today? What about this week? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a bit. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Sunday. Have you ever seen the movie Inception?
Yes, I have.
You don't seem happy about
Well,
it.
I kind of fell asleep in it.
Oh my goodness.
It was a long movie.
The irony in that is great because it's all about in your dreams.
Yeah.
So there you go. You played the movie right. Anyway, in the movie, there's a scene where they basically fold the city in half. They walk through it, 3-dimensional. So someone did that to San Antonio. Not literally, but in this picture.
Yeah, So you're looking at nextvacay.com. It is imagined what the Alamo City and several others would look like in the Inception dreamscape, in mind-bending photos and videos.
Okay.
So you see, the Tower of America's there, and on the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center on the edge there. The website has featured 11 U.S. cities in the dreamscape, including Portland, Los Angeles, Charlotte, New York, Chicago, Miami, St. Louis, and more. Each city in the U.S. has its own personality, which is why the videos and images.
The Henry B. Gonzalez Center there is like bisected. It's like cut in half. That's so interesting.
It looks like a big waterfall.
Yeah, I've never imagined that, but now I have a visual.
Is it incepted in your mind?
Now it's incepted.
The internet.
All right, I wish I could just take away all this Saharan dust, but it's that time of year. We usually see Saharan dust move in from June through September. Every year, 182 million tons of Saharan dust is transported from the Saharan desert all the way across the Atlantic to the United States. And today is our first occurrence of that Saharan dust. It's out there right now in a small amount. And over the next day or so, we're going to see it increase, especially near the Houston area. It'll dissipate during the middle of the week and eventually make its way back by the end of the week in light to moderate amounts. So we're not expecting a very dense Saharan dust layer out there. And even right now, our air quality is not that bad. In fact, looking at the air quality for the day today, it should be moderate, which is only a 2 on a scale of 1 to 6. Not even that unhealthy for those who are sensitive to it or have respiratory issues. Just moderate and just noticeable perhaps in the form of itchy eyes and an itchy throat if you are sensitive to that Saharan dust. By far the biggest thing that's going to impact your allergies, as it is doing mine, is the mold. Molds are high today. The pollen count just came in. It's down quite a bit from yesterday, but I'm still feeling yesterday's effects, and some folks might as well. Mold is high past 2,000. We have had so much rain, 8 consecutive days of rainfall in San Antonio, that we're seeing the mold numbers go up and the humidity as well. As I mentioned, 8 consecutive days of rainfall around San Antonio. You can see the bullseye of rain from the Lotus area through Leon Valley. Those areas clocked in 10 plus inches of rain in spots. Meanwhile, at the airport, we've officially seen 2 69/100ths of an inch of rain. That is up more than 1.5 inches from the average. You tack on how much we've seen for the year so far, more than 20 inches of rain gives us a 3+ inch surplus of rainfall. All good things, but we've had a little bit too much of a good thing this past week with some flooding of the Leon Creek and further on downstream the Medina River and the San Antonio River as well. So we need a little bit of time to dry out. And today we're going to get that opportunity to dry out through the week, honestly, as well. It may not look like it outside right now. It's still damp in some spots and it's 76 with the dew point of 75. So we are still seeing some areas of fog. These dew points are so high. So the ground is just saturated, as I mentioned. It's got to evaporate back out into the air. And so we're going to have big effects from the humidity today. A heat index value of at least 5 to 8 degrees warmer than what the thermometer actually reads. And we're seeing some fog out there. Visibility is slowly improving in spots. Visibility down to 5 miles at Bernie Stage Airfield, New Braunfels, down to 4 in Kerrville, and down to right around 6 in San Antonio. But we are going to see clearing skies today, especially in the afternoon. 80 in Pleasanton, 80 in Kennedy, 81 in Del Rio, it's 74 up in Kerrville. Let's talk about our weather pattern for a second. So we've had so much rain because of this low pressure system, which is mercifully out in Mexico now, so we get an opportunity to dry out. Meanwhile, to our north, a cool front is bringing some storminess to Waco and central Texas. We are expecting for this to die down even before it reaches parts of the hill country, so not much rain from that. In fact, no rain from that for us here. A 20% chance for rain today in San Antonio and a 20% chance tomorrow. On Monday, we'll have a high temperature near 90 degrees and a 20% chance for rain. So today's forecast, we'll be at 79, still cloudy at 10 just here in the next hour or so. Noon, 83, 90 for the high temperature today. 20% chance for rain. South winds at 5 to 15. Most of us will not see any rain today, and a lot of us will not see any rain in the week ahead when we only have a 20% chance each day for a few showers in the area, especially along the coastal communities. Highs in the low 90s, and guess what? That's still cooler than seasonably average, although it is going to be very humid out there in the coming days. Sarah and Max.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 8:50, 77 degrees now.
Well, to use them for face fashion or eye protection. Tomorrow on GMSA, how to make sure your sunglasses are properly protecting you.
All right, let's take a look at Lotto. Pick 3, 485. Fireball 2, Daily 4, 5, 9, 8, 7, Fireball 6.
Cash 5, 11, 14, 21, 32, 34. Texas Lotto 10, 23, 42, 46, 48, 51. Powerball 1, 5, 29, 54, 62. Powerball 3, Power Play 2.
Did you win?
No.
Oh, next time. All right, before we head to break, a quick birthday shout out to Gabby. Happy birthday. Not going to throw the age on there, but there you go. Happy birthday. If you ever want to get your birthday picture on KSAT, just post those pictures, ksat.com/birthdays. Remember to include a name and an age. Not for this one. We'll be right back after the break. In the news you need to know before you go, San Antonio police are looking for several suspects connected to an overnight stabbing. It happened at Robin's Nest apartment complex on Hot Wells Boulevard just after 4 a.m. The victim telling police he was in the parking lot when 3 men walked up to him, started a verbal confrontation that ended with the victim being stabbed twice in the arm. He was taken to the hospital at last check in stable condition, but right now investigators still searching for who is responsible.
Painful pollen count. Molds are high past 2,000. Not as bad as yesterday, but I think we'll be feeling the effects of the high mold count for a while just because of how humid it is out there. Speaking of humidity, that'll be the main story today. High temperature of 90 degrees and a small chance 20% for an isolated shower. Ditto weather tomorrow as well as through most of the week. We're going to have highs in the low 90s, which is cooler than seasonably average, but I mean, it's going to still feel like it's in the upper 90s out there today.
All right. Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. Have a great rest of your Sunday.
Have a good Sunday.